Welcome back to my YouTube channel, my loves. If this is your first time tuning into one of my videos, thank you so much for stopping by and checking this video out. My name is Stef and I'm the Psychic Soul Alignment Coach, and what I do is I basically work with people to really do very deep levels of healing work, also known as inner work or shadow work. And basically, as we do this inner work, we're releasing all these different layers of limiting beliefs, fears, traumas, insecurities. And as you peel back all these layers, you really get to discover and remember who you truly are. And when you're more connected to your divine truth on the spiritual level, you're then able to create so much success in all areas of your life, especially business if you're an entrepreneur. And this is the magic that happens when you embark on this healing journey. So that's how I help people. I guide them and assist them through going through this process, because sometimes it's not the easiest. Believe me, it's not. But you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people and to make it a little bit easier for them by assisting them, sharing knowledge, wisdom, experiences, truths, whatever I have to share to help them with that. So that's how I help people. Here on my YouTube channel, I typically do videos all around mindset, spirituality, entrepreneurship, healing work, manifesting, whatever kind of falls into that field or area, or just bring forward whatever messages my spirit guides ask me to bring forward. But if you happen to catch my last video, which if you haven't, because you're new maybe, I will put it up here. I don't know where to point. I always forget. I'll get it right for a little bit and then I'll forget again. But it'll be up here somewhere. You can check out that video where basically I just tell you that I don't know what the crap I'm doing with my life right now. We're just taking it one day at a time. And I guess for the next few videos, or until, I don't know, I feel called to do something different, I'm just going to be sharing my experiences and what I'm going through or what I feel called to share in the moment. And it's just going to be unplanned, and I'm just going to show up whenever I feel like showing up. So I try to show up 3 times a week in the past. But right now, I'm just not on a schedule at all, and I'm just kind of winging it. And when you catch me, you catch me. So if you enjoyed this video today and you enjoy all my other content, especially if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already. And make sure that whether you're subscribed already or not, you hit that bell notification button and you change your setting to all so that you never miss out on any of my videos whenever I do them, because like I said, I don't really have a particular upload schedule right now. I'm just kind of winging it and just doing me, just showing up. So there's no script or anything for this, no idea. I'm just gonna talk, and you know, feel free to grab something to drink, something to eat, and let's hang out together. So I don't know if you can tell from your screen, whether you're on a laptop or phone or something, but currently have a bit of a situation here. Do you see my eye? Do you see this red thing here? Okay. So I explained in my last video how, you know, I'm feeling called to be more in my feminine energy and flowing and just all this feminine stuff that I've been wanting to step into for a minute now. But your girl over here is just so confident and comfortable in her masculine that it's been such a challenge being in that energy. It's like, why is it so hard to be in this energy? I'm a woman. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, I came here to learn that in this life, I guess. So with that said, the current state of my body right now, like the left side is just like breaking down. And if you don't yet already know, because maybe you're new to this, the left side of the body is what generally represents the female energy, the feminine energy, whereas the right side represents the masculine energy. So anytime you have issues with your body, always tune in and see what side of the body it's on, because chances are that there's some kind of imbalance or misalignment there in terms of your energy, right? So I generally will manifest, and I say this because this is what I teach. And this is what I believe and I preach. This is my truth. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is what I teach my clients and what I believe in firmly. And so I firmly believe that we manifest everything. Any illness, any issue, you know, in our lives, whatever, it's a byproduct of our own energy on some level, whether it's a conscious creation or an unconscious creation. A lot of times it's unconscious. And so when these things that show up in our lives are created, you know, they serve as signs to help us recognize what we need to bring back into balance. You know, this is what I teach like really, really heavily in the programs, the coaching programs that I do that are in depth, like Remembering Who You Are or Soul Aligned Impact. they have different focuses. Remembering who you are is more about like your personal life and helping you to recognize the signs and things in your personal life, all areas of life, and bringing them into balance. Soul-aligned impact is to help you in regards to your personal, but especially your business, and so you can have success. So anyway, that's not the point of this video, okay? But I just wanted to clarify that in case anybody had questions. So yeah, been trying to be in this feminine energy, right? But your girl, resistance and all this jazz. So my left side of my body is breaking down, and I generally share these kinds of stories in my private programs, but because like every time I hold a program, lots of fun things happen. And then I teach based on that. So that's how it works. So, right, but we're not doing that right now. So I'm just going to share with all of you is that, I've been having this gum situation here. It loves to flare up from time to time when I'm imbalanced in my feminine energy. I'll have like this gum inflammation here. It'll get really bad. And there was this one time in, I think it was like July or something, July 2019, I think. Yeah, where it got so swollen. Like I literally looked like I had a bunch of like cotton swabs, when you go to the dentist and you have a bunch of cotton swabs and like this whole face is like swollen because you have all this stuff in your mouth. Like I looked like I done got punched in the face over there. And you know what? I tried to find a picture of it. I was looking through my iCloud or not my things, whatever. I couldn't find a picture of it. So I was like, dang it. I deleted it. But you have to believe me. Like it got really, really swollen, and it hasn't gotten that bad since then. But sometimes like, yeah, it'll just get really hot. I'll have trouble sleeping. Like I can't sleep because the pain is just too much. It's just uncomfortable. And so I've been having this issue, and I've been doing my best to do the inner work to release that. Because for me, this is what I believe, I teach, I preach, is that there's a sign, especially when your body's showing you a sign. But regardless, like in your life, if there's something off, you got to tune in, see what the message is, do the inner work around that, and then you shift the energy and it will get released. Like the situation will resolve itself, the symptoms will go away, whatever, right? And that's how I've been living my life, like legit. Like things will show up and I'm like, okay, do the inner work, boom, it's gone. And then I move forward with my life. But, I've been having a lot of things going on. I've been trying to like, get myself aligned with my work, my business, all things, and learning these lessons I'm learning around being in this feminine energy and all this stuff. So I haven't been like, and then it was my birthday. So I was like, taking a little bit of a break. But anyway, I haven't been on this gum situation maybe as strongly as I could have. So it's kind of there. I've done a few healings and now like it's mostly gone, but it's still there. Then the next thing is this whole eye situation that you see. This happened, today is Wednesday, I think. So this happened on Friday night. I think it happened because I was like reading something without my contacts. I have contacts. And I tried to read and I guess I strained my vision for like 15 minutes, whatever. Anyway, the point is the next morning, Saturday, I woke up and my whole eye was like bloodshot, like over here. It was bad. And I was like, oh, snap, another freaking message from the universe. Like, what in the world? And then I think like days before also I had like issues with like my left shoulder. Like I felt like a strong tension, and it was all around letting go and surrendering. I was like, I'm trying to let go, universe, this hurts. Anyway, so like my whole left side has been breaking down, and I didn't tune into the message around the eye, I think until like maybe Sunday or Monday. I don't remember. Anyway, finally got the message, but I haven't done the inner work yet. So this little thing here is taking forever to leave because I'm not doing the inner work, but it's okay. Because I've had this kind of situation happen before, but like I did the inner work right away because I was like, oh, I see what's happening here. Let me do the inner work. Boom. The next day it was gone. Like my eye was clear. And I was like, oh, thank God. But because I haven't really been doing it, because I've been, slowly getting there, it's like persisting. It's persisting. So I don't know. But anyway, so this is what we're talking about today is, the universe, life, your body is always communicating to you where you're out of alignment. And it's up to you to just recognize, like, what is the message, and being able to receive that and then do your part to bring things back into balance and back into order, because this is your life and you got to take personal responsibility for that. You got to do the work around that. No one's going to do it for you, right? And so if it's that uncomfortable for you to have these things happening in your life or your body or whatever, then be proactive and do something, like 100%. Okay, I'm laying down the law around this. No, just kidding. No, but this is what I firmly believe, right? So the reason that I'm telling you this whole like backstory around like why my body's breaking down and feminine energy, masculine energy, all this stuff is because, you know, learning to flow with life. And I think a lot of us have this issue of learning to flow with life and learning to be patient and surrendering and all this other stuff, because a lot of us have been conditioned to be in the masculine energy, whether you're in a physically female body or not. You know, a lot of us have been conditioned to be in this more masculine energy because that's just how, you know, the world has been created. The world that we live in right now is just very masculine based. And we're now shifting into more of this feminine energy because of the age of Aquarius and all the awakening that's happening and all this stuff. So we're all needing to learn to just flow and surrender and all this other stuff. And so because I've been having some issues with that, you know, my guides, they give me guidance, they came through for me and they explain things to me, and I wanted to share that with you today with the hopes that it helps you. So if you're excited about hearing what my guides have to say, give this video a thumbs up or like, wherever you're watching from. All right, but here's the message, okay? It says, be patient. We know that you're growing impatient at times because you'd like to be at another place in your life, doing other things, or existing in a higher reality. However, you are exactly where you need to be. You are moving along your path smoothly, and this transition is part of your process. Right now, you're transitioning into an all-new way of being, and it's taking you a bit of time to get adjusted. But we promise you that so long as you keep at it, in a short amount of time, you will get the hang of it, and then move forward more quickly than you imagined or expected. But you need to let this period be okay and to take place. It's like running a race. There are those who run at this optimal speed the whole time. And then there are those who are running a bit less optimally, but they're still there, right? They're not going full force though. Those who are not going full force seem like they will lose the race. But in reality, what they're doing is they're conserving their energy for the last mile. When the last mile hits, suddenly they pull in their reserves and they quickly move past everyone. This is what you must do as well. You must conserve your energy and move at this slightly slower pace as you get your bearings on your new way of being. Do not be tempted by what others are doing or where you think you are supposed to be. You naturally want to be the first or the best at everything, because that's me. I'm very competitive. Oops, they're talking to me though. But anyway, maybe this is you too. Let me know if you're a competitive person in the comments below. Like, share with me. But they said that, yeah, you naturally want to be the first or the best at everything. And this strategy seems a bit counterintuitive to you. The strategy of going a little bit slower. But what if you could trust and keep in your mind's eye that you will be like the runner that's conserving their energy, and that you will win in the end. And that right now you are just giving the illusion that you're falling behind, when in actuality you're preparing to soar ahead. And this is part of your journey and your process. So then I was like, okay, so basically I'm like the underdog. And then they gave me this message. They were like, no, you're not the underdog. Yeah, the rest is like a personal message for me. But you might feel like the underdog, you know. It's okay whether you feel like the underdog or not. For me, and maybe this will relate to some of you who are a little bit further ahead in life and you have certain experiences and stuff, is like, you might feel like the underdog, but you're not. What they explained to me is like, you have all this knowledge, this wisdom, this stuff, like you're ready. Like you know what you're doing. You know how to move forward. Like you know how to shift things quickly and, you know, get to where you want to get to and all this other stuff. You know this stuff, so you're not an underdog if you think you're an underdog still. And I'm saying this if you've been in the game for a while, okay? This applies to you guys. But right now, it's a process of transition, and you're you're getting the hang of this new stuff that you're doing, and you just have to be patient in that moment and go at this less fast pace until you get the hang of it, so that way when you finally get it, like, it just clicks and you're able to do it. And because you have all this knowledge, this wisdom, the experience, you're just able to like soar ahead, you know, and fly past everyone, you know, and or catch up or whatever, you know, so you're not really falling behind. If you're a person that's starting out and you feel like an underdog, like, it's okay, like, this is part of your journey, you know. There's a reason why your journey is unfolding the way that it is, and you just have to trust in that process. But anyway, I hope that helped. But the reason that I was wanting to share this is because I felt that that message was so deep and profound for me, especially because, you know, we're human. I just threw my notebook over there, but we're human, and we are very much like physical, material, like, what's the word? Like, our attention is caught by the physical material world. We're very focused on the physical material world. And so sometimes when we're going through these slower types of periods in our lives, in our businesses, and we see all these other people doing things, we're just like, oh my God, like, what am I doing with my life? Am I ever going to get out of this rut? Am I ever going to move forward? Like, what is happening? But it's going to be different for everyone. But at least for me, like, I know I'm fine. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I guess they needed to tell me that, though, because I wasn't fully, like, trusting that. Because they were, like, reminding me. But, like, you have to keep bringing yourself back to the truth that you're getting your bearings right now. You're getting the hang of things until it just becomes second nature to you. And don't allow yourself to be deceived by the physical material world that, you know, is making you think, when you look at the clock, when you look at the date, the calendar and stuff, when you look at what other people are doing, it's making you think that you're moving really slow, but you're not. You're not moving slow. You're being smart because you're taking the time to maybe set up a foundation for you to build up on. You're taking your time to get the hang of new things or whatever, ways of doing things, ways of being, etc., so that you can practice that again and again and again, and then just do it much more quickly with less mistakes, less bumps along the way in the future. So this is all perfect and divine, and you just have to keep reminding yourself of the fact that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing your best to take steps every single day, and you know, you're running your own race, and you're going at the pace that you need to go to. You need to go at this time, and that you're gonna eventually, like, get to wherever you are meant to get to, you know. I did a post on Instagram a day or two ago, I can't remember, but you can follow me on social media. My links to my social media are in the description of this video. Find me on Facebook and Instagram as Stef Coaching. But I did this post couple days ago for my birthday, letting people know it was my birthday on the social medias, because I didn't really let anyone know except people on YouTube. Thank you everyone on YouTube for wishing me a happy birthday on my last video. I appreciate that. Shout out to Alex, who sent me a birthday gift. I appreciate you, Alex. But yeah, you know, I shared in, like, that post 32 things that I've learned in these last few years, especially with all the spiritual healing stuff. And one of those things was, like, learning to enjoy the journey and not getting so hell-bent on being on the destination. And I know that you've probably heard this a bunch of times in the past, but it's so true. Like, you really have to learn to fall in love with the journey and what you're experiencing in that moment. And yeah, sometimes there's impatience there. You know, we're human. We want things now. Material things, like, now. We want results now. We want to see a difference now. But then we have to, like, take a step back and remind ourselves, like, no, like, we're exactly where we're supposed to be. Everything's unfolding perfectly. I'm doing my part. I'm showing up. I'm moving through this. I'm learning. I'm letting clarity show up for me by the day. You know, taking one step at a time. Like, all of the kind of stuff, like, you have to keep leaning back into that truth and do your best to just trust it and surrender and just go with the process. So I just wanted to share that, because that was all, you know, around surrendering and trusting and releasing control and all that jazz. And that's more feminine energy type stuff there. And feminine energy is something I'm working on. and I thought y'all should know. And so I really hope that this has helped you. If it has, please let me know in the comments below what you got out of this. Did you have any light bulb moments? Share any experiences that you have with me right now around things that you're working through in regards to this, or anything else you want to share with me in the comments below. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, a like wherever you're watching from. Share this video out with anyone you feel could benefit from this message. Maybe they need to hear this today. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't yet already. And that's basically it. That's all I have to say. I really hope that this has helped you. And I'm glad that today my eye is looking so much better, because the other day I was looking like a zombie. I was like, oh my God, I look like I'm coming down with some kind of thing and I'm about to turn into a zombie. But anyway, I'm guessing I still have this as well, because it just needed to serve as a physical confirmation of, you know, when you're imbalanced, it will show up in certain ways. So it's probably part of the reason why it's not going away yet. But whatever, I'll do the inner work today and then we'll see. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling, sharing with you what's going on in my life. I hope you're doing super well. And I guess I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Take care. Bye.